times to be the true self you got. Thank you very much. You can have a seat and close up to that mic and tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lavinia in that range.
Can you spell that for us?
R-A-I-N-G-E, first name Lavinia, L-O-U, V as in Victor, E-N-I-A.
All right, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Dr. Range. I have to call attention to the necklace around your neck. Can you tell us where that is a charm of?
This is two.
All right, it's a tooth. And does that have something to do with how you are employed?
Yes, it does.
Can you tell us what you do for a living?
I'm a dentist
And how long have you been a dentist for?
for 36 years
And where do you practice?
on Nuckin Road, 39 Nuckin Road, Augusta, Georgia,
How long have you practiced in Augusta, Georgia
for 36 years.
for? For 36 years. And can you tell us about the experience and training you have that allows you to be a dentist?
Yes, I went to school at the Medical College of Georgia School of Dentistry in Augusta, Georgia. Graduated in 1990 with a DMD degree,
And what does that stand for? DMD?
Doctor of Dental Medicine.
And then after, was there any other training that you had, or did you have a degree before that?
I had a degree before that. I received a Bachelor in Science degree at Georgia Southern University in Statesboro, Georgia. Graduated in 1983.
And then after you received your degree from Medical College of Georgia, did you begin practicing dentistry?
I did.
And have you always had your own practice? No, me. You do remember her.
Yes, I did.
This time I'm going to show you Mark's States Exhibit 1. You have been approached. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I did.
And what do you recognize that as?
That is the time clock.
Ron, you do States Exhibit 1. We'll publish that in a second.
Any objection?
No, sir.
No objection, Your Honor.
Right.
And now, going back to your office and this dental records that are kept, the records that are made from, I guess, the work that you do, are they made contemporaneous when you are seeing the patients?
Yes, they are.
There are two sets of x-rays that we are currently looking at on States Exhibit 47. So starting with the top row, there is a date, it looks like 4/6/2007. So what would that be the date of?
4/6/2017, that was the date that we did that was her last treatment at our office. We did a cleaning, examination, and radiographs or x-rays.
And that was the last time you saw her?
Yes, it was.
Do you remember talking to her at all that day?
I did. Yes, I did.
And do you remember her mother being present on that day?
Yes, she was.
Did her mother talk, or did you have a conversation?
I did not. She sat in the waiting area, and the time it was back there in the treatment room. She was very friendly. Always, we would always ask questions about the patients, especially when they're at this age, young adults, and wondering what they're going to do in their lives. And I try to encourage them. So she was very, friendly, talking. That day, I asked her about what was her plans, her future plans, because she was at that age, and if we could do anything to help. She was a little quiet that day.
And then going to the other date on those x-rays, that is July 11th of 2016. And are those her records as well?
They are. Yes.
And is that, I guess, the time before?
Yes, we usually get patients back every 6 months, and that's reflective of just the 2 days that she was in our office.
Now, can you generally look into a person's mouth and tell if you have done dental work on them or not?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Can most dentists do that?
I don't think so. I just know when I've done something.
And how do you know when you've done some work on somebody's mouth?
I'm very meticulous in the way that I do the fillings or any type of treatment. I try to.
When you do examinations, are you doing examinations of bodies that still have their organs and their soft tissue when you do your examination?
Most of the time, yes.
And in this particular case, you said that they were skeletonized. Were you also given some documents from the coroner of Richmond County that were notarized as dental records belonging to Janelle Parker?
Yes.
Were you able to compare those dental records to the skeleton that you have and make a determination about who those remains belong to?
Yes.
And who did those remains belong to?
The remains belong to Latanya Carwell.
In addition to that, as part of your examination of remains or bodies, do you also look at additional information, such as reports from police officers, to try to determine a cause of death?
Yes.
Did you do that in this case?
Yes.
Could you tell us what items you reviewed while you were trying to determine what the cause of death was for Janelle Carter?
Well, we had the initial report from the coroner reporting the circumstances in which the remains were found. We had investigative information from law enforcement. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I had to review. I'm reading my report just to see if I made reference to anything else. I think I also had scene photographs to review in this case.
Okay. And I apologize. I didn't do something that I should have done earlier. The state moves to the United States Exhibit 46, and that is the document, a copy of the document.
Any objections?
No objection, Mr. Chair.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, State's Exhibit number 46 is admitted.
And Judge, Dr. Reynolds, were you able to determine a cause of death in this particular case?
Yes.
And what was that cause of death?
The cause of death in this case is homicidal violence.
And there's also something else in your report. It mentioned manner of death. Were you able to determine any manner of death in this case?
Yes.
And what was that manner of death?
The manner of death is homicide.
So can you explain to us a little bit of the difference between what a cause of death is and a manner of death?
Sure. So a cause of death is the event that causes the death. So if it were a case in which someone was shot and they died from their gunshot wounds because they bled to death, the cause of death would be gunshot wounds. If it was a car accident where someone sustained injuries to their head and chest and torso, the cause of death then would be the blunt force injuries that caused the death. The manner of death is what describes the circumstances. So in Georgia, we have 5 manners of death. We have homicide, suicide, accident, natural, and undetermined. And those we assign those based on the circumstances of the case and our findings at autopsy.
So I'm not confused and the jury's not confused. The cause of death and the manner of death in this case both use the word homicide. Can you explain to us, in the language that the GBI, for the purposes of forensic pathology, uses, what is a homicide?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? It was hard for me to hear you.
I apologize. So we're not confused. The word homicide is used twice. Now, there are many definitions of what a homicide are, but for the purposes of this,
And that was on 19 issue
case among other cases at the same time.
So was there a lot of activity going on in this case?
There was the activity as far as trying to get phone records to see, give us an idea of where they may have gone. Because at this point, they've still got the two people that are reported missing, which is Leon and Janelle.
I think I would show everybody to see each day, so I'm going to go to April 23rd. And what is the significance of April 23rd in this case?
On April 23rd, I was advised that the 1990 GMC pickup truck that Leon Tripp left in was located.
Did you ever view that vehicle?
I did.
And where did you view that vehicle?
It was in our crime scene, bay of the office.
All right. Now, do you know what crime scene processing is?
Exact question.
Do you know what does it mean to process a vehicle?
You will photograph it, you can fingerprint it, you can do various different things, sift the blood in the vehicle, or anything like that.
And who normally processes vehicles in the Richmond County Sheriff's Office?
Our crime scene technicians, on a case that is gonna be high profile, we have the capability of doing some fingerprints on our own, on some cases, but on cases of this nature, we rely on our crime scene technicians because they have more specialized training.
So did you process this car?
I did not.
Do you know who did process this car?
I believe it was an investigator, Sean Mitchell.
And that is on the 23rd of April 2017.
I gave him the processing request on the 24th. 23rd was on a weekend, on a Sunday, and that Monday morning, I turned over a processing request for him to investigate the process the call.
Were there pieces of paper found in the car that you, I guess, researched or had an action that you did and found?
There was a piece of paper, had phone numbers on either side, and we were able to get in contact with one of the people from that phone number, one of the phone numbers at the moment.
So there was a piece of paper with a phone number on it, I believe?
Yes.
Show me Council States Exhibit 29 for me.
Okay.
This is States Exhibit 39 and 40. Do you recognize what these are pictures of?
There were phone numbers that were taken off papers that were located in the car by our crime scene tech.
And that's what those photographs, that's what those photos look like on April of 2017.
Yes.
Please turn to States Exhibit 39 and 40.
Any objection?
No objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
States Exhibits 39, 40 are submitted.
All right, this is States Exhibit 39, and what is this?
It's a phone number with the name Markey on the top.
Looks like it's on an envelope.
Yes, backside of the envelope, yes.
Did you call Marky?
That number, yes, I called that number, but I did not get an answer, and I could not contribute it to anybody to determine who Markey was.
And now I'm showing States Exhibit 40. What does that say?
It's got the name Eric with the number 551-333-4804.
And did you attempt to make contact with Eric?
I did.
Was anything said that was remaining to the investigation?
No.
And what day did you try and call Marky and Eric?
That would have been the 24th, 25th. April 25th.
I'm writing that on State's Exhibit 44, the 24th of the day that Marvel and Eric were called. Now, on April 25th, did you meet with Ms. Tripp?
I did. I went back out to the residence at 3103 Hickory.
Have you talked to the residents before?
I have not been to the residence before.
So that was the first time you were at the residence?
Yes.
And did you speak with Ms. Tripp?
I did.
And did you talk to her about the case?
I talked to her to see if she had any new information on the case, and asked her if, you know, if it's possible just to walk through the house, if there's anything that may help us figure out where they may have gone to try to locate them.
So you wanted to walk through the house?
Yes.
Were you searching the house?
I was not. I was looking for anything, especially in her room, in Janelle's room, to see if there's anything that may give us a clue on where they may have gone to help us locate them.
And so that's called a walkthrough?
Yes.
I'm gonna write that on the 25th. That's for that house. Was there anything unusual about the house?
No.
And you stated that you went into Janelle's bedroom.
Yes.
Did you find any type of clues in there?
I didn't.
Did you find any type of clues in the house at all?
No.
Did it appear that anywhere was a crime scene area?
No.
Let's go to the 26th of April. Did you speak with Ms. Tripp on that day?
I did.
Spoke with her on the 26th of April?
Yes, I called her in the morning.
And did you reach out to Mr. McLeod again?
Yes.
And did you call some other individuals or name the case? Say what
Well,
they say.
I did some more production work on the case.
And did you call other people associated with Mr. Tripp?
Just on that day, I called Mr. McLeod because I wanted to go meet with him in person.
And going to the 27th, did you talk to Maurice Jackson on that day?
I talked to Patrick Jackson, and I talked to Marco Brigham, and also spoke to Lakita K.
And did you talk? Did you talk to him again on the 27th?
I did. Went back out to the residence to pick her up and bring her back to our office to turn the truck over to her.
Would you have asked her if she had seen Mr. Tripp?
I did.
So on the 27th, I'm writing Sylvester talks with Tanya. And I'm sorry.
I talked to Patrick Jackson, and I talked to Marco Brigham.
Well, the calendar's only so big, so on the 27th, it's gonna say Sylvester talks to Tanya. On the 26th, I'm sorry, did you say that you had spoken to her?
On the 26th,
Yes.
on the 26th, I did talk to her.
And on the 26th and the 27th, did she tell you that she had had any contact with Mr. Tripp?
She did not.
On the 28th, did you talk to more witnesses associated with this case?
I tracked down a lady by the name of Shannon Burke.
And was she a friend of Mr. Tripp's?
She was.
You were able to talk to her?
I did.
Let's move to, I believe, May 2nd. Did you talk with Ms. Tripp on that day?
I did. She called me in the office.
And what was she calling about?
She was concerned that she received a call from the FBI, and she wasn't sure if that was the case or not. And so she was concerned with that.
Were you able to try and see, were you able to talk to somebody from the FBI?
I did. I called, Special Agent Carl White.
And he confirmed he is living with her?
He did.
And that's May 2nd?
That was on May 2nd.
It would make sense for me to take my notes over to her. And so May 2nd, there was contact, she called you,
Yes.
and you spoke to Agent Wright.
Correct.
May 8th, did you talk with Mr.?
On May 8th. May 8th, I did talk to Ms. Tripp.
I'm sorry, you said you did?
Yes, I did.
Do you know, did she call you?
She called me.
And do you know what the subject of that conversation was?
She just wanted to see what was being done on the case, if there was any updates.
Did you ask her if she had contact with Mr. Tripp?
I did, but she had not.
Now, let's go to, I think, May 22nd. Now, between May 8th and May 22nd, you don't have any notes in your notes that you were working on the case. Were you working on the case during that time?
We were looking into the case, but what we had at the time was at a standstill.
And was it made difficult because Ms. Tripp was withholding evidence or information?
Objection, this characterization has not been testified to, Your Honor. Hello?
Were you being misled?
At that point, I will sustain objection.
All right.
So you can rephrase your question.
Were you working on the case between the 15th and 22nd?
I was.
Now, let's talk about May 22nd. Did you receive information that Mr. Tripp was seen in Augusta?
I did.
And after that information, what did you do?
Well, I've gotten actually 2 calls that day. I had a message that came to our dispatch center that said that he was seen over on Almont Drive, southwest of Atlanta, with a U-Haul. That piqued my interest when I heard that. And then I got a call later that he was actually seen in Augusta. So that led me back over to the house at 3103 Tate Road to find out that the house she had been evicted from the residence and there was nobody there.
How did you know she was there?
All of her property was owned from her.
Did you try to make contact with her?
At that point, not that day, I did not make contact with her. I started checking around for U-Hauls. After having the information that he was in a U-Haul in Atlanta. And I found out that a U-Haul had actually been reserved for the 20th of May by Ms. Tripp. And that was to be turned in on the 22nd, which was the same day I was receiving the phone call about the U-Haul. And him being seen, Leon Tripp being seen with us.
So on the 22nd, you find out that she's been evicted
Yes,
and you go to the home.
I did.
And you've spoken with her. Did she tell you she was being evicted?
Not at that point, no.
Did she tell you she was moving?
No.
And you weren't able to make contact with her on that day?
I didn't attempt my contact with her on that day.
You said you did not.
I did not.
Now, let's talk about the next day. Did Ms. Tripp call you?
She did.
And do you know about what time she called you?
It was around 8:45 in the morning.
And what did she say then?
She was saying questions as she normally is. There any updates? Yeah, I asked her if she had talked to Leon Tripp at all, and she said she had not.
And did you receive information that Mr. Tripp had been found?
I did. About 2 hours later is when I was Leon Tripp was taken into custody by the U.S. Marshals in Atlanta, and he was with Tanya Tripp.
What did you do once you received that information?
Myself and investigator William Smith, or Lance Smith, went to Atlanta to go interview Leon Tripp at the DeKalb County Jail.
So you said at what time were they seeing you?
I was notified about it at 10:05. I talked to her at 8:45.
You said you were notified about 10?
Yes.
And then you stated that you and investigator William Lance Smith went to Atlanta?
Correct.
And when you went to Atlanta, where did you go?
We went to the DeKalb County Jail
And why did you go to the Cat County?
to interview Leon Tripp. That's where he was taken to.
That's what you're saying, house?
Yes.
And were you able to interview?
I did.
And was anybody else present in that interview?
It was me and investigator Smith.
Do you know about how long that interview lasted?
I don't know.
I have a moment, you don't understand that which one means.
I do.
And what are those?
The first form here is called an interview worksheet. This just gives biographical information on the person you're interviewing. The second form is a Miranda warning and waiver of counsel form that I read to anybody that's I'm interviewing. And that says the waiver of counsel that I went over with Leon Tripp that day on the 23rd.
And are those fair and accurate copies of the document you went over with Mr. Tripp on this, please?
Yes. Yes.
Please understand exhibit 48 and 49.
Any objection?
Okay.
No objection, Your Honor.
States exhibits 48 and 49 are admitted.
Let's start a little backwards. We're going to start with State's Exhibit 49. You stated that you've gone to the DeKalb County Jail to interview Mr. Tripp?
Yes.
And you stated that when you're interviewing people, you generally use an interview worksheet?
Correct.
Showing what's marked State's Exhibit 49. Is this the sheet that you went over with Mr. Tripp?
Yes, it is.
And when you're using this form, how do you go over it with individuals?
You just go block to block, start with the name, case number for the case, the address, and then the information as far as date of birth, social security number. You just go block to block all that.
So I'm showing that for date of birth is written, looks like it's a 1, there's a 2, I'm not sure if that, what the next number next to it is.
Yeah, that would be my bad handwriting.
I'm sorry?
That would be my bad handwriting.
Okay. But the year is 1979, I presume?
Correct.
Okay, so that would have made Mr. Tripp clearly an adult at the time you interviewed him?
Yes.
Now, were you able to get information on how far he had gone in school?
Can you put the form back up?
I'll have you tell me.
He said he went to the 8th grade.
And did you advise him what you wanted to talk with him about?
Yes.
Now, the next form is State's Exhibit 48, and what is this?
That's the Miranda warning and waiver of counsel form.
And is this something you go over with people who are in custody?
Yes.
And you do this before you talk with them?
Correct.
Okay.
Make sure they understand their rights.
I'm sorry.
Make sure they understand their rights.
And as you stated, you went over that form with Mr. Tripp?
I did.
How do you go over that form with somebody who actually over him?
We'll read it line to line, make sure they acknowledge and that they understand what we're reading to them.
And at the bottom, there is a signature. Who signed that?
Leon Tripp.
And then there is a date and time. You put that there?
That's correct, 5/23/17 at 14:02 hours.
And who put it there?
That was put there by me. I wrote that.
And then it's also witnessed by,
Myself and Lance Smith. Prosecutor Smith.
and the date and time.
The 5/23/17, 14:02 hours was put there by Lance Smith.
Now, after you read these rights, did Mr. Tripp state that he understood them?
He did.
And this was recorded, correct?
Correct.
So then you're going to listen to that recording, but before we do that, did Mr. Tripp appear to be under the influence of any type of alcohol or any type of substance that you noticed?
He did.
At any point, did he ask to use the bathroom or was denied that right?
Yeah,
If he had asked for water, would you have let him drink water?
absolutely.
And again, I think you witnessed and you stated that he understood his rights.
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, you stated that there was a recording made of this,
Yes. The audio recording.
an audio recording, and you have had a chance to listen to that.
Yes.
Your Honor, it's an accurate copy.
Yes.
Your Honor, we tender State's Exhibit 6.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
This is Lance Smith, Board of Richmond County. So, pretty much all the reason why.
State Exhibit 6 is admitted. How long is the hour?
About an hour and 7 minutes.
I think there's probably a good time to take a break. And we can have a break and